I'm Tricia Savelsberg.
I'm James Savelsberg.
And we've been attending Newport Church since 2015.
Yeah.
We realized, yeah. And our giving story begins with tithing. We got married in 2017. We started going to church before we were even married, and we started to focus on tithing during that time before we were married. And we just realized that we were in debt. And
We realized.
we realized we were in debt. And, James, before we were married, he brought forth some debt from his college years.
Prior life.
I
think really for me, it's been since college, I made some fun decisions, as I'll call them, of spending money poorly during college, spending money poorly during my prior life that I had. Really hadn't been tithing for a while, just couldn't really focus on it, had so much stress in other areas that I never made it a priority, and just one day we decided to, hey, this is something that we need to do. Difficult and concerned about how we were going to make it happen, but just put our faith in God that, hey, you'll make this work. Step one of that is we started tithing consistently and made it a priority, and
prayed over it too.
And
we believed in it.
Everything worked out for that one, and then the next step is we started talking about kingdom givers, and I kept having a thought about wanting to do that, and I mentioned it to Tricia after church one day, and she just responded to me and said, hey, I've been thinking about that too.
God was speaking to us and telling us to give because we had blessings to give and share, and the only outlet that we had to give was through Newport Church. So I think that that was how we both knew that this was right.
Yeah. And I think the most difficult part was the kingdom givers, because we got to that point is the amount that we needed to give for kingdom givers was literally everything we had in the savings account. And that was the biggest step of faith that I know I've taken, was giving everything and then waiting and to see what God had in store for us. We gave everything, and God multiplied that more than anything. And He provided us back the savings that we had. The last step was trying to pay off the debt. And I remember sitting in church one day, and I was watching one of these videos actually, and I just a little selfishly started talking to God and saying, hey, where's my financial freedom? Where's my miracle that's going to be coming? Where's my lottery win, or somebody coming in saying, hey, you are an amazing couple, I'm just going to pay all this stuff off for you. And I didn't think much of it at the time, but I remember hearing from God of Him saying, no, now's not the time. I'm going to do this for you, but you're going to work for it. And I kind of just left it off. And then fast forward to beginning of 2020, business really started taking off, and I just remember being really busy, working all the time, and all of a sudden noticing how much of the debt was being paid down. And fast forward even further, everything has now been paid off, and then we were able to start saving money, and we actually just bought a home in the middle of September. And I remember this moment as I'm just sitting there, seeing like paying off all this debt, having bought a house, and God just re-put it back in my mind, being in that exact moment when I was back in church, and just reminded me, remember when I told you, you're gonna get this, but you're gonna work for it.
Things happened that we couldn't even imagine. We tried to plan out our lives, and blessings happened we didn't even expect it. So I'm just thankful for that.